They call themselves the world's greatest air show. The Royal International Air Tattoo, or RIAT for short, is held every July at RAF Fairford in Gloucestershire. I'm Adam Landau, and it's my pleasure to be talking you through the 2016 edition of the show. The sellout crowd of 153,000 enjoyed flying and static displays including over 230 aircraft from 37 air arms representing 24 countries. Over the next hour and a quarter we'll be bringing you our pick of the action from the early arrivals on Tuesday through to the 8-hour flying displays over the weekend. Enjoy this look at RIAT 2016. This US Air Force KC-10 extender wasn't a part of RIAT proper, but served as a support aircraft for some very long-awaited participants. RIAT 2016 was all about the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, the controversial new VTOL jet from Lockheed Martin, and the future backbone of the militaries of the United Kingdom, the United States and a host of other nations, including the Netherlands, Israel, Australia, Turkey, Canada, Denmark and Japan.
F-35A, Lightning II.
United States Air Force F-35As were on show as part of the USAF Heritage Flight, marking a significant increase in US contributions to the ATATU over the past few years. The jet flew in formation with an F-22A Raptor, which we'll look at in more detail later. P-51D Miss Helen was unable to participate on the day we recorded this footage. This is the F-35B, the VTOL-capable variant of the Lightning, demonstrated here by the United States Marine Corps. The Lightning was supposed to make its UK debut in 2014 until the entire fleet was grounded due to engine problems. The United Kingdom will eventually operate 138 F-35Bs, some of which will be based on the new Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers. The project has cost $1.5 trillion and is running severely behind schedule. Fears about the jet's true capabilities have led to widespread opposition in several countries, but it's too late now. The F-35 is here to stay.
Pilot Richard Rusnock will now bring the aircraft to a hover at Crowd Centre. The entire weight of the aircraft will be supported by the thrust from the lift fan, main engine and roll control nozzles.
Unsurprisingly, the jet also flew with the Royal Air Force aerobatic team before the Red Arrows began their own display.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the demonstration of the F-35.
And here they come, in from the right, the Red Arrows, F-35B Lightning II and Typhoon FGR-4. Okay, and with that formation fly past complete, the Red Arrows! He's going for it, pulling up at 400 miles an hour. He now calls them into short diamond from 955 feet wide. The jets now collapse to be around 6 feet apart as they reach 6,000 feet and form our trademark Diamond 9 shape. The jet slowing down to about 150 miles an hour at the apex of that loop. At the front of the formation, you hear his voice, is Red 1, squadron leader David Montenegro. It's his second year as the team's leader. He is a former Hawk instructor and Tornado F3 air defense pilot. He first joined the Red Arrows in 2009. So coming in from the left with the smoke on now, celebrating Major Tim Peake's achievements and celebrating Britain's latest involvement in the space program, this is Apollo. Yeah, Reds 2 and 3 acknowledge the next move. They do so with a very set cadence. The idea being the pilots continue counting in their heads using that cadence. On the count of 4, they extend their air brakes, and on the count of 6, they retract their air brakes, which enables the 3 aircraft on each wing to drop back at the right rate to form this shape, which depicts the delta wind planform of the Royal Air Force's multi-role combat aircraft. You saw it in formation with us just now, and you will see it displayed just after hours, with some red and white smoke in from the left. This is Typhoons.
This is a big year for the Reds. At the end of the season, they'll be heading to the Asia-Pacific region to display 20 events there, including Air Show China.
Enid fanning out at the top. Keep your eyes on the coloured smoke jets of Jimbo. So keep your eyes down to the left now, where contrasted against that grey cloud are Reds 1 to 5 and 8 with some red, white and blue. The white smoke's about to come on as they get ready to fly the Revolution. Rolling, now. Now in honour of an incredible man, these are the Winkle Rolls. Coming right in the twister. Hold in the bank, down tight. Getting very busy with the red smoke on is Red 4, Flight Lieutenant Mike Bowden. Introducing the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows!
As the Red Arrows round off their display, we move from the present-day Royal Air Force to the days of the Second World War, with the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight.
Flying the lead aircraft, Spitfire Mark II, we call it P7, is Squadron Leader Mark Disco Discum.
The BBMF performed at RIAT with a single Spitfire and Hurricane. At the time of the show, the Lancaster and Dakota were both grounded.
And some pilot is back in Europe!
Bang up to date now with the most successful modern fighter jet in history, the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Out of the 4,500 jets built, no fewer than 4 examples took part in the ETA-2 flying display.
Everything will done immediately and skillfully. Ready? And yes!
The furthest travelled was the ever-popular SoloTürk, established in 2011 to celebrate the Turkish Air Force centenary.
And what can I say more?
Next, from Greece, a solo F-16 Block 52, known as the Zeus Demo Team.
Typhoons close as well.
Belgium now with a smartly painted F-16A MLU, a common sight at UK air shows. The Belgian F-16 demo team, like all 3 of the other F-16s here, usually makes use of flares during its display, but sadly, with no suitable areas for flares to be handled and loaded at Fairford, this isn't a possibility at RIAT. With a tight, flowing display, the Belgian F-16 is widely regarded as one of Europe's top jet demonstrations.
An excellent photo opportunity, especially with this special colour scheme.
the difference between where the smoke is trailing and the nose, and that's about 20 degrees there. The display centre, he'll pull into a minimum radius turn. And then resuming the slow flight.
Here's something that we didn't see from the team in 2015, their last display at RIAT, a touch and go. In previous editions of the show, this manoeuvre was replaced by a low approach. Our thanks go to the Belgian F-16 demo team for allowing us to use this cockpit footage. A new team for this year and a UK debut from the Polish Air Force Tiger demonstration team. The display from this brand new team was probably the most distant and simplistic of all the F-16 displays, but hopefully they will have plenty of time to mature. Can't describe the next display as distant or simplistic though. This is the Polish MiG-29. The Polish Air Force, through a series of upgrades, will be keeping this jet in service until 2030, so hopefully it will remain a popular performer on the European airshow circuit for some time to come.
flat rolling and full displays because he's doing a low go-around. So you can see from the smoke trail, occasional bursts of power required. Absolutely, just to maintain that speed. Very high angle of attack. It's here in a high-speed pass. The team presented for the first time here at Fairford in 1998.
The final Polish participation came from one of their national aerobatic teams. Team Iskry are the nation's main team, but Team Orlik are a much more common sight in Western Europe.
Diamond formation consisting of 7 Orliks is making the loop. The maximum height of the figure is 2,000 feet.
They fly the PZL 130 Orlik, a homegrown turboprop advanced jet trainer.
In today's breathtaking show, the main parts are played by number 1, formation leader and team commander, Major Dariusz Stachurski. Number 2, left wing, Captain Robert Paciorek. Number 3, right wing, Lieutenant Krzysztof Łysakowski. Number 4, second right wing and solo, Captain Michał Anielak. On your right, Captain Anielak in the inverted flight is accompanied by Captain Kidacki. It looks like one aircraft is the mirror image of the other. This maneuver undoubtedly requires confidence from both pilots. They are performing the spiral aerobatics and will present 2 dangerous head-on passings. Please remember that the team consists not only of the pilots, but also of the technicians and engineers, without whom any airshow would not be possible. Now look in front of you. Group is presenting the Jordanian split. In the middle of 6-ship formation. Pilots are demonstrating the aircraft in landing configuration.
So we have the Orliks to roll out and vacate the runway.
There's far more to RIAT than just the flying display. A static display comprising of around 100 aircraft always includes some rarities, and spotters can watch the aircraft arrive and depart the week before the show and the Monday after it ends. This year, the aircraft from the furthest afield included a Pakistani C-130, Australian KC-30 and Japanese KC-767. There were also civilian aircraft on the ground and in the air, and now we'll take a look at some of them.
Hi, I'm Mark Petrie. I'm the display pilot of the Strikemaster BAC-167.
Do you feel the CAA's new regulations are justified, and what effect will they have on the industry?
No, we don't really feel they're fully justified. Some of the rule changes are justified. A lot of them are completely over the top, especially when it comes to the classic jets. And the biggest effect on the industry is there are fewer and fewer classic jets on the display circuit, as is evidenced by the fact I think there's only 2 here this weekend. Air shows are vital to the UK because it's the second largest participation event for the public, and it really, from the younger person's point of view, gives them a chance to get close to technology which they might not otherwise see.
Breitling is a major sponsor of the Air Tattoo, and 2 of their displays were involved in the flying. First up, the Breitling Wingwalkers, the world's only formation wingwalking team.
Of course, the classic Boeing Stearman Model 75, the Cadet, as it was known in US military service. And this is an aircraft that trained thousands of American and Allied pilots before and during World War II. Indeed, it was a mainstay of the so-called Arnold scheme, whereby British and Commonwealth pilots went out to the United States.
Usually the team display with either 1, 2 or 4 aircraft, so it was interesting to see this rare display from 3 of their Boeing Stearmans.
To be a wing walker, you would be absolutely right, because physical fitness is a big part of the preparation that the girls go through to perform these displays. On the 3 aircraft today, we've got Emily Gilding, Florence Rolleston-Smith and Nikita Salmon. And of course, they're being buffeted around by the wind up there. It's really not an easy occupation at times, especially in conditions less clement than we have today. As for the pilots, the formation being led today by Dave Barrell. Ode, another member of the Breitling-sponsored family of airshow acts. And she won the ladies section of the World Aerobatic Championships last year, appropriately enough on home soil. The championships in 2015 being held at Châteauroux near Paris. She'd been trying for 4 years to win the title and was finally successful in claiming it last time. She's a pilot for her day job. She flies for the French national airline Air France on the Boeing 777.
And this was the second Breitling display, not really suited to Fairford's long crowd line. If 1 extra won't do, what you need is 4 of them, and that's what we got from the Royal Jordanian Falcons, long-time supporters of the Air Tattoo.
Jordan has remained a significant partner of the West in recent military operations and is currently hosting detachments related to the fight against the so-called Islamic State. Here they come in T for Tango formation. F-16 Royal Jordanian Falcons.
RIAT is nothing if not a show of contrast. Next up, the A400M Atlas.
Oh yes, of course the aircraft lightly laden for display purposes. Now very much in RAF service as the Airbus Atlas C1, and Mark, that was something for which RAF Prize Norton just up the road had to be prepared over a number of years.
Yeah, absolutely. Project Future Brides was running for about 10 years, and now it's come to fruition. Around about 3,500 people work out of Brize Norton in this world-class air transport hub.
Now in service with a number of European air arms, the Atlas was demonstrated by Airbus at the show. It was the only heavy in the RIAT flying display for 2016.
A slower pass now with undercarriage down. And climbing steeply at the end thanks to the power of the 4 Europrop International TP400 turboprops.
Josh, Harry's spare.
And at the end of this we'll see all of that bank angle being demonstrated as the A400M pitches up, topping off at about 3,500 feet, cloud cover permitting, and rolling through to 120 odd degrees. Just as it pops into cloud.
Another contrast, A400M to JAS-39C Gripen.
Unlike its Saab predecessors, such as the 35 Draken and the 37 Viggen, the Gripen hasn't just sold to Sweden, but also a succession of international customers. Another of these very challenging slow rolls.
Yeah, that is really smooth. Very difficult to maneuver to fly, using all 3 axes of the flight control system there.
Pulling out into a barrel roll.
This low-cost but incredibly manoeuvrable multi-role fighter aircraft took the Douglas Bader Trophy for the best individual flying demonstration. The Gripen was supposed to be the aircraft replacing the F-5 Tigers of the Patrouille Suisse. The ageing Tigers are suffering from structural problems, and the team are already 1 aircraft down following an accident in the Netherlands 1 month previously.
My name is Lieutenant Colonel Niels Hammerli, and I'm the commander of the Patrouille Suisse Air Force team. Yeah, we had just a short break of 2 days, and then we flew and started with the training on Thursday after the incident, after the accident in Leeuwarden, as a 5 ship.
From your left.
But a 5 ship it wasn't. Due to pilot illness, the team had to quickly put together a new 4 ship display. There have been many rumours about the team's future in recent years, and it was generally anticipated that the team would be stood down at the end of this year. Good news for airshow fans, the future of the team seems to be somewhat longer term than many of us predicted.
What is the future like for the team?
We hope that we can fly for another 5 to 10 years with the F-5, so that the Air Force uses the F-5 as a service aircraft, and also if this happens, we also fly with the Tiger for the Patrouille Suisse.
So optimism there from the team's commander, but only time will tell what the future holds.
Commanding officer is Niels Hammerly. He is responsible for the safety and the whole organization within the team. His duties are comparable with a soccer or hockey national coach.
I think all the meetings we have abroad is a special moment, and we go 4 to 5 times abroad in a year, so every meeting has its own speciality. We have a lot of maneuvers which are quite interesting for the people. One of our specially maneuver is flying the shadow, where we fly very close together and hide between the others.
We show you this impressive natural spectacle in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Patrouille Suisse from the right in the Rheinfall. First, over a period of 3 years, candidates attended a course of studies and are sent to the training at the Civil Aviation School to become an airline transport pilot. This is followed by the start into military aviation. Overall basic training takes 5 years, which is entirely sponsored by the Swiss government. For further information, please visit the page www.fair.ca.
Our thanks, of course, go to the Swiss Air Force for providing this fantastic cockpit footage shot from Tiger 1 and Tiger 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the Apache from the Royal Netherlands Air Force.
Due to its long crowd line, RIAT isn't really suited to rotary displays, but the Royal Netherlands Air Force gave it a good shot with the Apache demo team.
The Apache will now perform a hammerhead. While flying vertically, it will almost come to a complete stop. Pointing nose to the sky again.
The Apache is one of the world's deadliest attack helicopters, and as you can see, it's a born airshow performer too.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we are seeing right here is a very, very unique display.
The Royal Netherlands Air Force Apache Solo Display Team is the only team in the world performing fully aerobatic maneuvers such as loopings and rolls with an Apache helicopter. And there it is, the vertical roll.
The Royal Navy's helicopter fleet was represented by their display team, the Black Cats.
Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you that this is the only formation of aircraft you will see today going backwards in formation at 50 miles per hour.
The Wildcat is the successor to the Lynx family, and indeed until 2014 the Black Cats displayed with a pair of Lynx HMA-8s. The new Wildcat is somewhat less nippy than the smaller, lighter Lynx, but has far superior avionics.
Students from Lynx and continuations training for qualified air crews.
The Royal Air Force Chinook. What you'll see today is a series of manoeuvres that are employed in operations.
Another British helicopter now in the form of the RAF Chinook from the Joint Helicopter Command. The Chinook can function as an airborne truck or crane capable of carrying its own weight inside or outside the fuselage. When it's empty, it's a very impressive performer, but it's not having a great season this year. Shortly after RIAT, all remaining displays were pulled due to concern over the effects of airshow flying on the helicopter.
With over 35 years of service in the Royal Air Force, the Chinook has formed the backbone of support's helicopter fleet. From its early days in the Falklands up to current conflicts in Afghanistan and around the world, its ability to fly at nearly 25 tons has meant it's been a real asset to the Royal Air Force. He'll be giving you a big wave with the orange hands, so please wave back, they can see you.
The German Army contributed the BO-105 to the flying display for the second successive year. This diminutive machine is the same aircraft used for helicopter aerobatics by Red Bull. Germany are always strong supporters of the Air Tattoo, but ever since the crash at Ramstein, flying displays in the country have been severely limited.
A little helicopter, but with outstanding aerobatic manoeuvrability.
Germany did, however, contribute strongly to the static display, including a number of specially schemed Typhoons. Other contributions from across Europe included the CN-295, Belgian Tiger F-16, Greek F-4 Phantoms, Croatian Mi-171, Norwegian Falcon 20 and Polish AN-28. A highlight from the Royal Air Force, this specially schemed C-130 Hercules.
But now back to the fast jet world and the Royal Air Force Eurofighter Typhoon FGR-4.
Static is one thing, flying is another, and RAF support for the flying display was nothing short of abysmal. Their sole fast jet display is the Typhoon FGR-4 from No. 29 Reserve Squadron, flown by Flight Lieutenant Mark Long. To its credit though, the Typhoon display has been getting better and better, and it now rivals some of the best continental fast jet displays.
He'll be turning onto the main A-axis along the runway. And when he gets to the end of the display line, putting up the undercarriage once more.
Like the F-16, there were 4 Typhoons in the flying display. The next one comes from the Spanish Air Force, where it's designated C-16, as it's the nation's 16th fighter aircraft.
The aircraft themselves are based out of 825 near...
BAE Systems provided a Typhoon FGR-4 roll demonstration in the hands of test pilot Nat Makepeace. The aircraft displayed with a full representative weapons fit: 4 Meteor beyond visual range air-to-air missiles, 2 Brimstone 2 low-collateral precision strike weapons, 2 ASRAAM missiles and 2 Paveway 4 laser-guided bombs. The display took the Steedman Display Sword for the best display by a UK participant. Finally, it's the turn of Italy's Reparto Sperimentale Volo, or Flight Test Centre, famous for its flamboyant and dynamic flying displays.
With high angle of attack, the high alpha roll allows fighter aircraft to be handled in a very narrow turning space. Nose up and ready to count. 1, 2.
Eurofighter 2000 is a fighter aircraft of the latest generation, the most advanced combat aircraft never developed in Europe, able to offer wide operational capabilities and peerless effectiveness in the sector of the air defense.
As well as the Typhoon, Italy contributed the Frecce, their national aerobatic team.
Take a look on the left side of F-4 F-16, ladies and gentlemen, Frecce Tricolori.
With their 10 MB339s, the Frecce Tricolori are the largest military aerobatic team in the world, but by the next time they visit RIAT, they'll be operating 10 brand new M346 Masters, prompting a complete change to their display routine.
Take a look on the left side, again the main formation, 9 aircraft, Italian MB339. The main formation just in front of you now.
Sadly, the team's flat display lacked the dynamism of their full show, and we really didn't see the best of the team.
On your left, the Ramex Delta display team for a close formation geared and pass.
RIAT 2016 wasn't just the end of an era for the Frecce Tricolori, it was also the final ever air display from Ramex Delta. The Ramex Delta tactical display utilises two Mirage 2000N jets. These are the nuclear-capable version of the popular Mirage 2000.
Well, now that they're getting hot, let's accelerate the rhythm and
Ramex Delta deservedly won the Lockheed Martin Canestra Trophy for the best display by an overseas participant.
They are climbing.
back then. Here they're coming, 1,200 kilometers per hour. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you're waiting forward and looking forward to see us tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Ramex Delta display team salutes you.
Sticking with the French Armée de l'Air, the popular Rafale C solo display made a return this year.
When they did likewise over Libya.
France opted out of the Eurofighter project, deciding to go it alone, and their Rafale not only beat the Typhoon into service, but also came out considerably cheaper.
From their base at Saint-Dizier in eastern France, and they landed 9.5 hours later in
The Rafale is a supremely competent performer, and it took the Paul Bowen Trophy for the best overall fast jet demonstration. Time for a UK debut from a brand new country for RIAT, Croatia. Their national aerobatic team are the Wings of Storm, or Krila Oluje, flying 6 PC-9M turboprop trainers.
Ladies and gentlemen, a few moments ago, Krila Oluje took off the standard Delta 6 formation. Krila Oluje will perform Delta turn in Delta 6 formation.
In early 2015, the team lost all 6 of their pilots to Qatar without warning. The Croatian Air Force managed to pull together a 5-ship display for that year, and this year they're back to their full former strength. Sadly, the ground footage you can see here was taken during a flat display. Most of their most interesting and technically challenging manoeuvres take place during the full show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Krila we are performing break in 2 delta formations. After the break, the team will perform a directed crossover. After the first crossover, keep them in sight as they are approaching for a second crossover. One aircraft will fly straight and level, while the other will fly inverted. Then, through very slow roll, they will change position. In case you didn't see it first time, they will do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Krila Oluje in negative diamond 4 turn. And number 6 will perform barrel roll. And the second time.
For this display, the team were awarded the King Hussein Memorial Sword for the best overall flying demonstration, causing quite a stir in Croatia and turning the team's pilots into celebrities.
Ladies and gentlemen, just for you, Dia.
Our thanks go to the team for providing the cockpit footage.
Ladies and gentlemen, final maneuver of the show, right in front of you, Krila Oluje and final break.
We talked a lot about the F-35 earlier, but the United States contributed far more than that, both in the sky and on the ground. As with most Farnborough years, Boeing demonstrated the F/A-18F Super Hornet.
We're shortly to see what's described as an abrupt pull. That's a really uncomfortable manoeuvre. That is +4 to -3G within about 3 seconds. Very, very difficult to perform that nicely.
Next up, something that even people in the United States don't see. A flying display by a Mildenhall-based USAF CV-22 Osprey.
And here is the Bell Boeing CV-22B Osprey. So, the Osprey is able to transport 24 combat troops, around 20,000 pounds of internal cargo, or up to 15,000 pounds underslung. And it's air-to-air refuelling capable. Here, of course, we see it in conventional aircraft mode. Probably see the crewman on the open rear ramp. A .50 machine gun can be carried there. And the Osprey can also mount points in the fast rotor equipment required for the rapid deployment of special forces.
The tilt-rotor design gives the Osprey the speed and range of a small fixed-wing turboprop transport aircraft, but its VTOL capabilities allow it to take off and land like a helicopter. We end our look at RIAT with one of the stars of the show, the unforgettable F-22A Raptor. Cue loud music and a painfully excitable commentator. Despite the commentary, however, the F-22 picked up the As the Crow Flies trophy, as voted for by members of RIAT.
TV. They're here again recording the official Royal International Air Tattoo DVD and Blu-ray. Now there's also a 2-disc collection.
That brings us to the end of this look at the Royal International Air Tattoo 2016. Our thanks go to the teams that assisted us with interviews and cockpit footage, the RIAT media team, and all the air arms that contributed to making this year's RIAT one to remember. From me, Adam Landau, goodbye.